Imagine this. It's a quiet Tuesday night when Yandy Smith goes live on Instagram, smiling that $1,000,000 smile, ready to spill tea about her latest business move. Thousands tune in, hearts pounding, because with Yandy, you never know what's coming. Then, one single DM pops up in her inbox. She reads it, her face freezes, the smile vanishes. In front of millions of shocked viewers, Yandy's eyes fill with tears, her voice cracks, and she whispers the words no one saw coming. Mendeces and Tamar, how could you do this to me? The screen goes blurry as she sobs, mascara running, clutching her chest like her heart is literally shattering on camera. Fans are flooding the comments in absolute chaos. Knew you? Tamar did what? Mendeces is a dead man walking. Within seconds, the live explodes to over 500,000 viewers. Shares going viral across every platform. But this isn't just any cheating scandal. This is Yandy, the ride-or-die wife who stood by Mendeces through prison, through everything, finding out that her man has been secretly entangled in an illicit, passionate affair with reality TV's own firecracker, Tamar Braxton. Whispers had been swirling for weeks, but no one believed it. Until tonight, Yandy's breakdown isn't just tears, it's raw, ugly betrayal laid bare for the world. And as she wipes her eyes, struggling to catch her breath, she drops the bomb that changes everything. I trusted you both, and you stabbed me in the back. The live cuts off abruptly, leaving the entire internet screaming for answers. What really happened between Tamar and Mendeces? How long has this been going on? And is this the final nail in the coffin for one of reality TV's most powerful couples? You're about to find out the full jaw-dropping story, and trust me, it gets way worse before it gets better. Stay locked in, because the drama is just getting started. The live feed cuts to black, but the damage is already done. Within minutes, the internet is on fire. Clips of Yandy's tear-streaked face are everywhere. Twitter is exploding with hashtags like #YandyBetrayed, #TAMAR Mendeces, #Love and Hip Hop Scandal. Fans are picking sides faster than you can refresh your feed. Some are screaming that Tamar has always been messy and this proves it, while others are defending her, saying we don't even know the full story yet. But deep down, everyone knows this isn't just gossip anymore. This is family business. This is betrayal at the highest level. Backstage at the Love and Hip Hop reunion set, rumors are already flying. Producers are scrambling because they had no idea this bomb was about to drop live. Mendeces is nowhere to be found. His phone is off. His location is ghosted. Insiders say he was last seen leaving a studio in Atlanta looking stressed out of his mind. Tamar, on the other hand, posts a cryptic story just 30 minutes after Yandy's live ends. It's a black screen with white text that reads, "God knows my heart," followed by a single broken heart emoji. Fans lose it. Comments flood in calling her shady, calling her bold, calling her everything in between. One fan writes, "Girl, if you did it, just say it, don't play with our emotions," while another says, "Yandy deserves better than both of y'all snakes." Meanwhile, Yandy is at home in New Jersey, surrounded by her closest circle. Her sister-in-law Erica Mena is there holding her hand as Yandy paces the living room, replaying the DM over and over in her head. The message that started it all was from an anonymous burner account, but it came with receipts. Screenshots of texts between Mendeces and Tamar. Flirty at first, then straight up intimate. Dates that lined up with times when Yandy was out of town filming. Hotel receipts from Miami during the same weekend Tamar was performing there. Photos of them in the same club booth looking way too cozy. Yandy had stared at those images until her eyes burned. "How could I miss this?" she whispers to Erica. "I built my whole life around this man. I held him down when nobody else would. And he does this." Erica tries to calm her down, telling her to breathe, but Yandy is past calm. She's in full rage mode now. She grabs her phone and starts typing a long message to Mendeces, but deletes it. Then she calls him. Straight to voicemail. She calls again. Voicemail. On the third try, she leaves a message that will later leak and go mega viral. "You think you can hide forever, Mendeces? You think I'm gonna let this slide? You and Tamar better pray I don't find y'all, because when I do it's gonna be ugly. You broke my heart in front of the world. Now watch what I do to yours." She hangs up and throws the phone across the room. It shatters against the wall. Erica jumps up to hug her, but Yandy pushes her away. "Don't touch me right now. I need to feel this pain. I need to remember every second of it so I never let another man play me like this again." Across the country, Tamar is in Los Angeles at her sister Trina's house. Trina Braxton is trying to get the tea, but Tamar is tight-lipped. She's sitting on the couch, knees pulled to her chest, staring at nothing. Trina finally snaps. "Tamar, if you did something with Yandy's husband, you better tell me right now, because this is about to blow up our whole family too." Tamar looks up with tears in her eyes. "It wasn't like that, Trina. It just happened. We were both lonely. Mendeces was going through it after prison, and Yandy was always working. I was fresh out of my divorce, feeling invisible. We talked. Then we talked more. Then one night in Miami, it just crossed the line. I swear I never meant to hurt Yandy. She's always been cool to me. Trina throws her hands up. Cool to you? Girl, that's your friend's husband. You don't cross that line no matter how lonely you are. Tamar starts crying harder. I know. I hate myself right now. But he told me their marriage was already over. He said Yandy was emotionally checked out. He said they were basically roommates, raising kids. I believed him, Trina. One really did. Trina shakes her head. And you didn't think to ask yet? You didn't think to check with the woman who gave him a second chance after he went to prison. You just took his word and ran with it. Tamar buries her face in her hands. I was stupid. I was selfish. And now the whole world hates me. Back in New Jersey, Yandy's phone is blowing up. Notifications won't stop. Her manager is calling, her publicist is calling, even her kid's school is calling. Because parents are gossiping in the pickup line. She finally answers one call. It's Kimbella from Love and Hip Hop. Kimbella's voice is soft but urgent. Yandy baby, I just saw the live. Are you okay? Yandy laughs bitterly through tears. Do I sound okay, Kimbella? My husband is cheating with Tamar Braxton. My whole life is crumbling and people are making memes about it already. Kimbella sighs. Listen, I know Mendeces. I know how he moves. If this is true, he's gonna try to flip it on you. He's gonna say you pushed him away. Don't let him do that. You hold your head up. We got you. That conversation lights a fire in Yandy. She wipes her face, stands up straight, and looks at Erica. I'm not hiding. I'm not running. If they want to play dirty, I'll play dirtier. Tomorrow, I'm going live again. And this time I'm spilling everything. Erica's eyes widen. Yandy, are you sure? Once you say it, you can't take it back. Yandy nods slowly. I'm sure. They broke me tonight. Tomorrow, I break them. The next morning, the blogs are in overdrive. The Shadow Room has a post with over 2 million views already. Headline reads, Yandy Smith exposes alleged affair between Mendeces Harris and Tamar Braxton, receipts included. They reposted the blurred screenshots from the original DM. Fans are dissecting every pixel. One commenter points out a timestamp on a text that matches a Love and Hip Hop episode air date. Another finds a geotag from a Miami restaurant that both Mendeces and Tamar posted from on the same night. The evidence is piling up and it's looking bad. Really bad. Mendeces finally surfaces. He posts a story to his close friends list. It's a picture of him in a gym sweating with the caption, focused on my family and my future. The devil works hard but God works harder. Fans screenshot it and drag him immediately. Bro, you cheating and talking about God? Delete this clown. Yandy crying on live while you post gym selfies. Pathetic. The backlash is brutal. Even his own family starts distancing themselves. His mom posts a vague message about praying for peace in our home, which everyone reads as her throwing him under the bus. Tamar goes radio silent. No posts, no stories, nothing. Her PR team is working overtime trying to craft a statement, but every draft sounds worse than the last. One version says, I regret any pain caused, which fans call weak. Another says private matters should stay private, which makes people angrier. In the end, they decide to say nothing, which only fuels the fire more. Silence looks like guilt when the receipts are this loud. Yandy spends the day with her kids trying to shield them from the chaos. Her son Omari is old enough to understand something is wrong. He asks her mommy, why are people saying bad things about daddy? Yandy's heart breaks all over again. She pulls him close and whispers, sometimes grown-ups make mistakes, baby. But mommy is gonna fix this. I promise. Inside, she's screaming. She wants to scream at Mendy. She wants to scream at Tamar. She wants to scream at the world for turning her pain into entertainment. But she holds it together for her babies. Because that's who Yandy is. The strong one. The one who keeps it moving no matter what. As night falls, the anticipation builds. Everyone knows Yandy is going live again. The countdown starts on fan pages. Thousands are waiting, refreshing their screens. At exactly 9 p.m. Eastern, Yandy goes live. The viewer count skyrockets past 1 million in under 2 minutes. She sits in her home office looking directly into the camera. No makeup. Hair in a messy bun. Eyes red but fierce. She takes a deep breath and starts speaking. Last night I broke down because I found out something that shattered me. Tonight I'm not crying. Tonight I'm talking. And y'all are gonna hear every single word. She holds up her phone and starts reading texts. Word for word. Explicit. Undeniable. The chat is moving so fast, it's a blur. Hearts, fire emojis, shocked faces. She doesn't stop. She reads messages from Mendeces to Tamar saying I miss you already. Yandy doesn't understand me. Like you do one day, it'll just be us. Then she switches to Tamar's replies. I feel the same, you make me feel alive again, let's keep this between us. Yandy's voice stays steady, but the pain is there in every syllable. This wasn't a one-time thing. This was months. Months of lies. Months of sneaking. Months of disrespecting our home, our kids, our vows. She pauses, looks straight at the camera. Tamar, you called yourself my friend. You sat in my house. You hugged my children. And the whole time you were sleeping with my husband. How do you sleep at night? The live hits 2 million viewers. It's trending #1 worldwide. Yandy keeps going. And Mendeces, after everything I did for you, after I waited for you, after I built this empire while you were locked up, this is how you repay me. By creeping with another woman on national television. She shakes her head. I'm done protecting you. I'm done covering for you. From this moment forward, it's me and my kids against the world. And if you come for us, you better come correct, because I'm not backing down. She ends the live with one final line. This isn't the end of my story. This is the beginning of my comeback. The screen goes black. The internet erupts again. The live ends, but the storm is nowhere near over. Yandy's words are already being clipped, reposted, dissected, and memed into oblivion. By morning, the phrase, "This is the beginning of my comeback," is trending with over 3 million mentions. Fans are making edits of Yandy wiping her tears, then cutting to her fierce stare with dramatic music overlays. Some are calling her a queen, others are saying she's handling it like a boss. But the real chaos is just starting because Mendeces finally breaks his silence, and it's not the apology anyone expected. He goes live from what looks like a hotel room somewhere in Atlanta. The background is dark, just a lamp lighting his face. He's wearing a black hoodie, looking tired, eyes bloodshot. He starts talking slow, like he's choosing every word carefully. First, I want to say I'm sorry to my wife. Yandy, you didn't deserve any of this. You've been my rock, my everything. I messed up bad. Real bad. He pauses, rubs his face. But I need y'all to understand something. My marriage was already in trouble long before anything happened with anybody else. We were fighting all the time. Yandy was always working, traveling, building the brand. I was home feeling like I didn't matter anymore. I felt alone in my own house. The chat is exploding. People calling him every name in the book. Stop blaming Yandy. You cheated, bro, own it. But he keeps going. Tamar and I. It started as talking. Just venting. Two people who felt invisible in their own lives. It shouldn't have gone further. I know that. But it did. And I take full responsibility for my part. I'm not proud of it. I'm ashamed. He looks directly at the camera. Yandy, if you're watching this, I'm begging you for a chance to talk. Face to face. No cameras, no phones. Just us. I still love you. I still want my family. Please. He ends the live quickly, no Q&A. Within minutes, the clip is everywhere. Blogs are running headlines like Mendeces begs for forgiveness after a fair admission. And Mendeces throws Yandy under the bus in emotional live. Fans are split harder than ever. Some feel sorry for him, saying prison changed him, he's human, he made a mistake. Others are furious, saying he's trying to rewrite the narrative, make Yandy look like the bad wife who neglected him. One viral tweet reads, Mendeces really said, "My wife was busy making money while I was lonely." Like that justifies cheating with Tamar Braxton. Clown behavior. Tamar finally speaks. Not on live but through a lengthy Instagram post. It's a carousel of black slides with white text. The first slide says, "I've been silent because I needed time to process my own hurt and the hurt I caused." Second slide to Yandy. "I am genuinely sorry. What happened between Mendeces and me was wrong. There's no excuse. I disrespected you, your home, and your trust. I will carry that regret forever." Third slide to my fans, my family, my sisters, thank you for loving me through my mess. I'm human. I fall short, but I'm working on myself every day. Last slide is just a prayer, hands emoji, and healing in private. The post gets over 1 million likes in hours, but the comments are brutal. People calling her fake, saying sorry isn't enough, dragging her for not tagging Yandy, for not going live to face the music. One top comment reads, "Post receipts or it didn't happen, Tamar. Yandy showed texts now, it's your turn to explain." Another says, "You wrecked a home, and now you want sympathy." Nah, but there are defenders too. Some Braxton family fans saying everyone deserves grace. Tamar has been through enough, leave her alone. Yandy sees all of it. She's at a friend's house now trying to stay off social media, but it's impossible. Her phone keeps buzzing. She finally opens Instagram, sees Tamar's post and just stares at it for a long time. Then she laughs. Not a happy laugh. A cold one. She turns to her friend, who's sitting with her. She's sorry. After she got caught. After the whole world saw the messages. Now she's sorry. Her friend nods. Classic. They always sorry when the lights come on. Yandy stands up, starts pacing. Mendeces wants to talk face to face. Like he didn't have months to talk to me instead of her. Like he didn't lie in my bed after being with her. She decides, she's not responding publicly yet. Instead, she calls her lawyer. Quietly. No drama, no announcements. But word leaks anyway because nothing stays secret in this circle. By afternoon, blogs are reporting Yandy Smith retains divorce attorney amid cheating scandal. It's not confirmed, but the rumor alone sends shockwaves. Fans start posting split-screen pics of Yandy and Mendeces from their wedding day next to recent drama clips with captions like "From Forever to Never." The love and hip-hop fandom is in mourning and celebration at the same time. Some say good riddance, others say they hope they work it out for the kids. That night, something unexpected happens. Joe Budden, who's been commentating on the drama nonstop on his podcast, goes live to give his take. He's brutal. "Mendeces, you fumbled the bag, bro. Yandy held you down through the bid, built the brand, kept the lights on, and you go creep with Tamar." Tamar, of all people. The same Tamar who cries on cue and flips tables. Come on, man. He turns to the camera. And Tamar, you knew better. You've been in this game long enough to know, don't touch another woman's husband. Especially not one who's been nothing but solid to you. He shakes his head. Yandy, you better lawyer up and take everything. The cars, the houses, the businesses. Make him feel what lonely really feels like. Joe's live gets clipped and shared everywhere. It energizes Yandy supporters. They start a movement online #TeamIYandy with people posting old clips of her supporting Mendeces during his legal troubles, standing by him at court dates, building their real estate portfolio together. The narrative shifts slightly. It's not just about the cheating anymore. It's about loyalty. About who showed up and who didn't. The next day, paparazzi catch Mendeces at an airport looking like he hasn't slept in days. He's wearing sunglasses trying to hide his face, but they get clear shots. He's flying back to New Jersey. Rumors swirl that he's going home to try and talk to Yandy in person. Fans camp outside their house hoping to catch a glimpse of the confrontation. But when he arrives, the gates are locked. Security is doubled. A note is taped to the gate that reads "No visitors at this time." Mendeces stands there for a minute staring at the house he used to call home, then gets back in the car and leaves. Someone films the whole thing. It goes viral instantly. The caption, "When you cheatin', the locks change overnight." Inside, Yandy is watching the footage on her security camera feed. Her kids are upstairs playing. She made sure they don't see any of this. She sits on the couch alone for the first time in days, feeling the weight of everything. The betrayal, the public humiliation, the uncertainty about what comes next. She picks up her phone, scrolls to an old photo of her Mendeces and the kids smiling at Disney World. She stares at it, tears falling silently. Then she deletes it. One by one, she starts deleting pictures of them together. Not out of anger, but out of survival. She whispers to herself, "I can't keep living in the past. Not when the present is trying to kill me." Across town, Tamar is meeting with her sisters. They're in full crisis mode. Tawanda is leading the conversation. "Tamar, you have to disappear for a while. No lives. No posts, no interviews. Let this die down." Trina agrees. "Every time you speak it gets worse. People are turning this into a race thing, a woman thing, everything. Just go quiet." Tamar nods, but she's shaking. "I just want to fix it. I want Yandy to know, I never meant for this to explode like this." Tawanda looks at her hard. "You can't fix it, Tamar. Not right now. Maybe not ever. You crossed a line that doesn't get uncrossed with a sorry post." The pressure is mounting from every side. Sponsors are quietly pulling back from Tamar's projects. Love and hip-hop producers are in emergency meetings deciding if they can even film the next season with this much heat. Insiders say Yandy has already threatened to walk if Mendeces is involved. The franchise is hanging by a thread. Then the biggest twist yet drops. An anonymous source leaks audio to Thish. It's a phone conversation between Mendeces and Tamar from just 2 weeks ago. In it, Mendeces is heard saying Yandy suspects something, but she doesn't have proof. "We just gotta be more careful." Tamar laughs and replies, "As long as we keep it between us, we're good." She's too busy to notice anyway. The clip is only 30 seconds, but it's devastating. It destroys Mendeces' claim that the marriage was already over. It shows they were actively hiding, plotting, continuing even after red flags. The internet detonates all over again. This time there's no sympathy left for either of them. Yandy sees the audio. She doesn't cry this time. She just nods slowly like something inside her finally clicked into place. She texts her lawyer, "One line, move forward with everything we discussed." Then she turns off her phone, goes upstairs, hugs her kids, and starts planning her next chapter. Not as Mendeces' wife, not as Tamar's friend, but as Yandy Smith, unbreakable, unstoppable, ready to rise from the ashes of the mess they made. And just when everyone thinks the drama has peaked, one more bomb is about to drop that will change everything forever. And just when it seemed like the situation couldn't get any more emotional, everything took an even more intense turn when Yandy went live, and what viewers witnessed was something far beyond drama. It wasn't just reactions or opinions anymore. It was raw, unfiltered emotion. The moment she appeared on camera, it was clear something was deeply wrong. Her energy was different, her voice carried weight, and within seconds, the truth started to unfold in a way that no headline could fully capture. Yandy broke down in tears, not the kind of tears you see in controlled interviews or dramatic scenes, but real, uncontrollable emotion. The kind that comes from shock, from hurt, from feeling blindsided by something you never expected to face publicly. And as she began to speak, trying to hold herself together while processing everything in real time, it became painfully clear that this situation involving Tamar and Mendeces had hit her on a deeply personal level. Because for Yandy, this isn't just another story circulating online. This is her life, her relationship, her reality. And that's what made this moment so difficult to watch. You could see the internal battle happening right there on the live part of her, wanting to stay composed, to maintain strength, to not give the internet what it was waiting for, and another part that simply couldn't hold back the emotion anymore. That conflict, that vulnerability, is what made the moment resonate with so many people watching. As she spoke, there were pauses. Moments where words didn't come easily. Moments where the silence said more than anything she could have explained. And in those pauses, viewers could feel the weight of everything she was processing. Because finding out about an alleged illicit relationship is one thing, but finding out the way she did, with the world watching and reacting at the same time, adds a level of pain that's hard to put into words. And let's be real, no one prepares for this. No one expects to have their personal life exposed and dissected in front of thousands, sometimes millions, of people. The pressure, the humiliation, the confusion, it all hits at once. And in that live, you could see all of it. But what stood out the most wasn't just the tears, it was what those tears represented. They represented trust being shaken. They represented questions that don't yet have answers. They represented a moment where everything you thought was stable suddenly feels uncertain. At the same time, people watching had mixed reactions. Some immediately sympathized with Yandy, seeing her pain and recognizing the courage it takes to even show up in a moment like that. Others began speculating, trying to connect dots, questioning timelines, and wondering how deep this situation really goes. And then there were those who simply watched in silence, understanding that sometimes, not everything needs to be analyzed, sometimes it just needs to be felt. Because beyond the headlines and the drama, this is a human moment. And what makes it even more complicated is that we're still only seeing pieces of the full picture. There are details that haven't been confirmed. There are perspectives that haven't been shared. And there are emotions that are still unfolding in real time. This isn't a closed story, it's one that's still developing, still evolving with every new reaction, every new statement, every new revelation. So, what happens next? That's the question everyone is asking. Will Yandy address this again once she's had time to process everything? Will Tamar respond directly to the situation? Will Mendeces finally break his silence and give his side of the story? Or will things remain unclear, leaving people to continue speculating without ever getting full answers? And perhaps the biggest question of all, can something like this be repaired? Or has too much already happened? Because situations like this don't just disappear. They leave an impact. They change dynamics. They force decisions. And whatever happens moving forward, it's going to shape the future of everyone involved in ways that we can't fully predict yet. But one thing is certain, this moment, this emotional breakdown, it's not something people are going to forget anytime soon. It's the kind of moment that sticks with you, not because of the drama, but because of the reality behind it. Now I want to hear from you. How did you feel watching Yandy go live and break down like that? Do you think there's more to the story that hasn't come out yet? Do you believe this situation can be resolved? Or do you think this is the point of no return? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, let's talk about it. Because conversations like this go beyond entertainment. They touch on real emotions and real experiences. If you found this video impactful, make sure you hit that like button. It helps more people join the discussion. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss updates. Because you already know this story is still unfolding. Share this with someone who's been following everything. Because this is one of those moments people need to talk about. Stay locked in. Because when emotions run this deep, there's always more to the story.